Okay, that's it. 8 o'clock, it's the big kickoff.
Oof.
Yeah, imagine that, sitting down, it's 8 o'clock, ready to go. Shall we roll the intro?
Yeah,
Let's roll the intro.
Plenty of people on. In this week's eFIXX TV, the tool wall is back with some American tools. Them who can, them who can't teach. Or will that rule be broken in tonight's Electricians Challenge? And if teaching's easy, I'll have a go at it myself as I take on the whiteboard. On the hottest day of the year, we choose to work in a central heating cupboard, absolutely roasting, but luckily rescued by Replenish. Gary goes back to his roots to a college to visit this year's students. Looks like Gary's started to shrink. And we burn through a review of the Bosch Go 2.
Well, haven't we had a busy couple of weeks between this and the last live stream? And everybody, welcome and thank you for joining us when you could be watching some world-class football. Obviously, England aren't playing tonight. It's people like Germany, Portugal and France. You heard of any of those teams?
Nah. No.
So if you were going to pick a team that we're going to play when we get through, which probably will be one of those teams, what would you like, Gordon?
Well, memories of 96, Germany again.
So we go for Germany 96. We've had them a few times in between. It's not always been as good as 66.
No, but I was in a bar in Greece.
What, in 66? He was in a
66.
bar in 66.
Yeah.
You saw him win the World Cup. I didn't know that. That wasn't in the script.
No.
Go on in, explain. You're in a bar when?
In Greece in 1986, and obviously holidays, isn't it? It's that you're just replaying those moments through history. So, yeah. It was a mess afterwards.
It was a mess, yeah. That was Euro 96. What a great, and again, for those people who've lived through it, yeah, again, fantastic. Stuart Pearce's penalty. But before we go there, let's thank the people that have helped make this possible this evening. And it's thanks to the great people that support the live stream in Lasico, Wago, Nipex and Luden Palazzoni. And we thank them for their continued support so we can come live to you every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And you only have to be a member and sign up to join us on the live stream. Is that right?
Just have to subscribe, be in there.
So you don't have to be a member?
No.
No subscription fee?
No.
We're doing this for free again, are we? We've got to stop doing that. There's got to be some money in this. So thank you for joining us. Okay, we've got an action-packed show tonight. And we always like to start off with news and rumours. So that's your slot.
Yeah, I'm checking who's in first.
Register. Do us a register. Let's have a register.
Who we got in? Oh, 9+ installaciones.
So we've had
out in Tenerife.
Impact drivers, no doubt, been put in the comments already.
Secret Millionaire.
Oh, Mr. Gifford. Spoke to him a couple of times
Richard
this week.
Brook. JB Electrical in Oxford is already pastoring this hat. Someone says I look sick because I need this hat, but I think that's a derogatory one.
Old stone face. Yeah.
There you go. James Kane. We haven't seen him for a while. Billy Torrey.
Billy.
Get the lottery numbers through. Billy always comes up lucky. He'll be in there for that time tonight. So.
Yeah, and there is another chance to win another prize. I think we can 3 or 4 away tonight. So stay on. And Billy, you're probably nailed on for one of them.
Yeah. Stokey Sparky's finally made a live event. So you haven't seen him. We see him in the comments all the time.
Yeah, thank you.
We've got Joanna Baker. We've got Sean Grain. We've got the project manager.
And again, if you're new, first time in the live stream, let us know that you're new to the live stream. You never know. We've done it before where we gave a spot prize away. There's no guarantees on anything in here, other than the fact that Gordon's segment is first. It's called News and Rumours.
Yeah. That's it. Hold on, I'm still not there yet. Hold on. Ashley Bell, aka Big Ash Electric.
Is he in?
He's in.
Big Ash. Right, we've got some things for you to do for Big Ash during this.
Mr. Hudson's in, who's just won a prize last week. That went out. Hopefully got those.
Yeah, he did, because we shared it on Insta.
We did. Skate 1, that's a new. Jake Hardcastle's in.
Jake Hardcastle, well, that's a surprise. It's his turn on the race wall.
Yeah. Enemy Cat Lover 1235. Hello. There we go. It's a new one on us. So Ed Foley, there we go. Torchy's in.
Torchy.
Yep.
He's won some stuff off us. Or she has, I don't know if it's a he or a she.
Tim and Chimes, Amy, Alan Chimes. There we go. So that's a register done, Gary. We'll have to crack on.
Okay, so
news and rumours.
Oh, that's usually the first segment, okay? After the register now.
After the register. Doing the register. Who's in? News is this week. We've got a new CPD coming out. We teased it last time, but it actually is tonight.
So is it live?
It's live, yes, it is live.
So CPD, Continued Professional Development, and obviously everybody in our industry should be doing these, and I think it's part of the CPS scheme now, is it? Have I got those words right?
It's coming up.
It's coming up.
September.
Okay, so from September, if you're going to register with people...
You've got to show some vague interest in
your industry
to develop yourself.
Yeah. Okay. So, of course, if you got, they're about $16.99 each of us.
They're all free.
They're all free. They're all free. So we've given away free CPDs, but we're not just going to give away free CPDs. When we've finished, the live stream tonight. What's going to happen to do that first?
So after we've finished, or not before, don't go and clear off there now and do it.
You can't win, can you, if you go too early?
And we do know, we can tell time and how long it took people and
when you started
cheating. So for the first person to complete that CPD and get the certificate, which means I think you need to get over 70%. Okay,
so the first person to pass, not with 100%.
No, not with 100%. Just get past the pass mark, because it's tough. I mean, I'm not saying it's ATEX. It's on ATEX, so it's hazardous areas.
Is that the stuff on the ceiling?
That's ATEX, Gary. Yeah, that's not that.
I'm going to struggle.
The old patent or the old
it's got a bit of asbestos in it. If you go back to 80s, is it?
Yeah, that's nasty.
Okay,
ATEX. So if anyone who gets through that first and gets the pass mark, can have these.
Right, let's confirm that. So when we've finished the live stream, and we've been going on a while recently, so it could be an hour, hour and 10, hour and 20 minutes once we've been through the plug and socket. If you then leave us, go over, whenever you choose to do it, and go over and do our new CPD on ATEX, not ATEX.
Yes.
Okay, and you're the first person to get a certificate, and we'll scroll back through. We'll have all your details, and hopefully we'll shout you out in 2 weeks' time, and you've won some Wagos, Wagos, Fargos. Yeah, so you've got it all covered there,
Yeah.
Good. So we're giving stuff away already.
That's it.
Well, talking of giving stuff away, this is my segment, isn't it? Next.
It is.
Let's put it up. I've got my own logo. I tend to leave it on the screen too long and then show hand cam and all sorts of stuff done like that. So Gary's Swap Shop is what we've got next. So Gary's Swap Shop. In order to enter Gary's Swap Shop, and wait before you do it, because there's always a risk. There's a risk that I'll ask you something that you can't send in. Okay, we've got this week, we've got the keyword is side cutters, if you want to play along, but wait. And you've got to hit the like button as well. It's nice to start the live stream off with 10 likes before we'd even it go, didn't we?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was brilliant. So if you're joining us on live stream, you want to play along with Gary's Swap Shop, you have to hit the like button, you have to put side cutters in the comments, and I want you to cut something with those side cutters and post it to me. That's all you've got to do if you win.
Not fingers or toenails. We don't want to. No,
I was leaving it up to the.
No, really.
We could have had. We could have had some strange things in the post. Okay.
I don't want a chiropody remnants turning up. Yeah.
Electrical thing, okay, that you've cut. It might be you've taken a machine screw, cut it in half, send me both halves. So I like that, that's fine. Okay, something like that. It might be a piece of cable. There's no restriction on the cables if you want to cut a cable end off of it. So you've got to use a pair of side cutters in order to play along. And if at the end of the live stream you've stayed on, so you know you've won that, and we think that's the problem, and people have been winning and not staying on to the end to find out they've won.
Yeah.
So we've got a 50% hit rate at the minute. So last time we only sent out one of the two prizes, which is fine. You can win this in Gary's Swap Shop. We've got the usual Sparky Luden. We've got a pencil, so it gets better. Okay, we've got a random screwdriver I found. We've got the much sought after eddy current flask, which keeps drinks hot.
And cold.
And cold. So in this inclement weather, it's quite handy. And because the weather's been a bit average, I've gone back in with we calling those beanie hats, are we? Or is that a beanie hat? That's a baseball cap.
Yeah,
I don't know.
baseball
Hat.
hat.
Okay, so we
have got some of these coming.
Have
we might be lucky. So they are supposed to be on the way.
And magnetic torch, which are fantastic. That's in my swag bags for Gary's Swap Shop. So if you happen to put into the comments side cutters and get chosen out, and you've hit the like button, and we shout you out at the end, you've won the chance to win that, because you have to send me in what you've cut with your side cutters, preferably something electrical. And when I receive it in the post, along with your full name and address, I will send you out your winning parcel. So it couldn't be easier than that. So play along if you can, and you want to be part of Gary's Swap Shop. How was that then? So you should have been looking at the board now to know what segment's next.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Yeah, you can...
Yes, that's what I was... Yes.
Oh, we've had a delivery during the week, didn't we?
We've had our own parcel, haven't we? This one down here.
We did.
You hold that. I'll bring in hand cam. It's going to take me a second or two to bring hand cam in. Oh, it's... you can talk to them while I'm doing this.
Just find out what your password is.
Okay. Okay. And this is Little Joe, isn't it? Little Joe.
Yeah, bring in Little Joe. So we had a certificate. We had a certificate from these people.
Okay. Here we go. So have I brought it in yet? Not yet. Here we go. And now we're in. Oh, yeah, we got a certificate last time out from Leicester College.
Leicester College, yeah. And it was addressed, actually, it was addressed to Joe.
Joe, so you mean Joe Routledge?
No, Joe Robinson.
Joe Robinson. So this is Joe Robinson's box.
It's really Joe Robinson's.
Okay, let's have a little look in there. I'm hungry, are you?
Yeah, I like a flapjack.
Okay, got a flapjack. Oh, that looks nice. That looks healthy.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it raspberry or cherry?
Cherry.
So it's one of your 5 a day?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Cheers.
We've got a can of pop here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Elderflower, is that you? We'll give that a Joe.
Yeah.
Joe?
Joe.
Got a can for you.
Joe, can.
And we've got some...
Instant, well, Joe likes instant coffee as well, doesn't he? And tea bags, and we're quite partial to tea. So, thank you. So, who was that for?
that was for Joe Robinson.
Okay. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah. He's got it.
Okay, cherry baked one. So, well, we'll send him what we don't eat.
Yeah, a few remnants.
Yeah. Good. Thanks for that, Joe.
Delicious, that. That's baked well as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, thanks to Leicester College as well. Fantastic, that.
Thanks for Joe for giving us it on. We like that. Social post dive next.
It is, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go into social post. So we're going to do this live. We had a little bit of sound issues last time. I think I got my sound levels a little high. So we're going to do this one live, and we're going to bring them in as and when. So if I bring your screen in, are you happy with that one?
Yeah, we haven't done this before. Let's have a trial here. See if this
Okay.
works.
Just take that one out. Bring that one in. So we're going to try and bring Gordon's computer screen in. It's also going to be behind us as well for some of it. So it's slowly whirling away. Any scores? Okay, put those in. Remember, you should be putting now side cutters and liking our video. I think I've got your screen in. Shall we give it a go? Let's give it a go.
Yeah, so
here we go then. So the Electricians channel, we know that.
Before we get that into the social dive, let's put a big...
Let's
put a shout out for Big Ash.
Big Ash contacted both of us, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
And he said, can you vote for me? On this other place called Sparks Magazine.
Yeah.
He's trying to win the Apprentice or Learner of the Month, isn't he?
Learner of the Month.
And because he reached out to us, we'd like to back Ash. I think we've put it in the description, haven't we?
There's a link to Ash to the post on Sparks Magazine, and he's F.
You've got to just put F in the comments. Let's see if we can use the power of eFIXX to influence a competition on Sparks Magazine. Wouldn't that be nice? And Big Ash is on tonight, so hopefully he's in the comments begging everybody to do that. Don't leave just now. It will be in the link in the description, so we can whip over there and we can perhaps give Ash a push forward to win the Learner of the Month.
We can, yeah. So that's over there. And I think you should be following him anyway. He's he's doing his college work there. There's plenty of examples there to look at.
Yeah, he's only got about 110 followers on Instagram. I think some of the family here will go over and follow him as well.
Yeah, so the link is in the description.
Sorry,
I don't speak about
Terry Blackwell. Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe.
So on to our social post, I've been looking at vans this week, actually.
We have.
Yeah.
And because you'd shared your number plate already on Instagram, we didn't feel the need to black them out. So we apologise if we're now offending people. Yeah. Now, it looks like this may be a van that's been newly owned because the seat covers are on and it looks rather tidy in the back.
Yeah, newly owned or newly cleaned. So, so that's County Electrical. And then the one from CDM Electrical straight in the corner.
Oh, it's got the coolest set of wheels ever. I would not want to re-rubber that, would you? No. Nah, that's going to be one of them ones where you go through tyres like you do cable clips.
Yeah. So onwards, upwards. So then we've got Smart Energy Limited. Now, Gary, in this one, which one is the should we say, the owner's vehicle?
Well, it's a tough one, isn't it? Because there's two very similar vehicles, and then there's something that looks like Marty McFly had it as a gift at the end of Back to the Future 1, which is the black pickup truck there at the back. So I would suggest the owner's gone and got himself a pickup truck.
For that, and then we go across to PA Goody Electrical Services, who seems to have branded all his vans up the same. That's good. We like consistency. Yeah, that's good. What we got in there? Web address, nice tidy design.
Yeah, and quite simple there. I think you can overdo the graphics at times, can't you? So there's enough on there. You can only read so much information when someone's doing 75 in a 30 zone.
Yeah.
Or electrician on call, yeah? So we go again.
Yeah, and then another one on the same thread. Yeah. We've got
beautiful. I thought the artwork on that was excellent. I think, did the artwork follow through on the logo as well on Instagram? It did, didn't it? Yeah, that's a nice looking van, isn't it?
Yeah, and a nice rocket launcher on the roof as well.
And who is that, by the way? Because I can't see it.
That is New Wire Limited.
Okay, New Wire Limited. That's really good.
Yeah, there we go.
Wow.
Then, so this is a busy little van. What I like about this one, Gary, is that Phillips looks a little bit like the Phillips. But obviously Phillips with a Phillips lighting on, they have two L's.
Yeah, but to your brain, doesn't it?
It says Phillips. It says immediately bought in.
Yeah, so you're thinking this is maybe the company that goes by the name Signify as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And would you suggest that maybe that this person is registered with the NIC?
I'm getting a hint of it. Just a whiff.
One hint?
Two, 3. Yeah.
Okay, so if you're going to join the NIC and pay their large fee to join every year, and obviously all the rewards that comes with, normally stickers, you're going to show them off.
Yeah.
And again, would you suggest that this person maxed out on the information required on that van?
Maxed out, and there is no way you can't contact them.
No.
I'm surprised they didn't put a pigeon on the back. You could launch that to send a message.
It's sitting outside somebody's house for 10 hours. It's sitting outside a factory for 10 hours. It's sitting outside a commercial building for 10 hours. You're going to know they're there, aren't you?
That's it.
Brilliant. I
Totally
like the
answer
Phillips
that
as well.
And over back, so nice little simple design here, but very effective. Look at that swirl.
Yeah, and did you like the one in the centre there, where it's set against that lovely backdrop almost? It's the van in the location, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Sort of, setting out where you want to get your work from.
Absolutely, yeah, high end stuff.
There's another one there. So someone outside of Premier Express.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, got in there, got himself a Scotch egg and a can of wine brew.
We've got the car that's lost the hubcaps, and then we've got the van there it's got the hubcaps. So perhaps the hubcaps from the car went on the van.
Well, perhaps they did. But again, it's that car stroke van, isn't it? You know, are you the person with the car, or are you the person with the van?
Yeah. So there we on there. And so there we go. So we do have an Australian follower.
We do, and that's on Instagram, isn't it?
Yeah,
we're quite proud of that.
Yeah, and that's Electrical Love down in Orange, New South Wales. Now,
two-tone paint job. Would you suggest? Bottom half's orange, top half's white. I like it.
Yeah, with subtle branding on there.
Subtle branding, really subtle. I can't see it.
Yeah. Now that was if I was there, I would. The Australians used to call it a ute, didn't they?
Something
Back
like that.
in the days and eras, dogs out in the ute.
I think it looked more like a pickup truck, but we'll go with ute because I like the sound of the ute.
So there we go. There's Electrical Love's ute down in Australia. And
whose is this?
Yeah, here's the one. Well, I even spotted Craig Gifford's got a new set of wheels actually, or #secret millionaire.
Okay, so that's parked outside his third home. That's the one that he uses 3 times a year, is it?
It's the only person with a Rolls Royce convertible van for his business. So.
Yeah, and it's an old Rolls Royce, and I'm sure they don't get more expensive the older they get those Rolls Royces.
If it's a classic.
Do you think that's a classic work van?
Yeah,
then?
it's a rare limited one that Craig's there. He turns up. Obviously, customers expect a certain standard when he arrives.
Absolutely, and as always, we'd like to say that Craig Gifford is masquerading as an electrician, where really he's actually just spends all his time on social media. I spoke to him a couple of times this week, so again, he wasn't working when he was speaking to me. I think he was also parading himself around in his red Eddie Current t-shirt. He's got one of the very few of those.
Trying to masquerade as us. No?
Yeah, well, I don't even own a red Eddie Current one. So he's got a limited edition one of them.
Yeah, so that's this week's Social Post Dive. If you want to be in there, just ask. Yeah. Ask away. If you tag us in, if you've got something to celebrate. We have got something coming soon in the form of the blue plaques will be coming back again.
Talking of celebration, let's bring this in, because this is one I want your comments. Odd things you celebrate, this is. Right. So in your house or in your network or at work, is there something that you celebrate, probably yearly, but I'd celebrate the opening of a packet of crisps in our house if I could drink an alcoholic beverage on it. So if the kids go in the fridge and open a packet of crisps or open a yogurt or something like that, I'm in. I'm like, I'll have a beer, I'll celebrate. But today, in my house, we had a celebration. We had the following celebration, which was a very difficult one for Dad to get to grips with. So as you see there, it says Vienna's first, and you think your brain says anniversary, doesn't it? But that's not an anniversary. It's an ampuversary. So leading on from the last live stream where my daughter took on the Electricians Challenge, today was 1 year on from actually having the operation. So it looks like a thing that my wife and my daughter are going to be celebrating each year. So that's quite an odd thing to celebrate. I think it's a powerful thing to celebrate in our house. I wasn't there for it, but obviously, we had a few conversations today. Is there something you celebrate? Okay, please, if you're already typing divorcing the missus, that's fine. Or if we flip it around the other way, divorcing the old man, okay. That's fine, but is there something that you would stand out as a celebration in your house? Leave it in the comments below, and if we pick any up on the way through, we'll try and grab those on the way through. So it's an odd thing to celebrate. Yeah. Okay, so I think we're now looking at part of the opening thing where you were on the whiteboard. You were doing a bit of. Shall we revisit that whiteboard moment that you had?
That was it. Yeah, so it was. We'll bring back the tool wall tonight.
Are we?
Eddie sent us in a winch. Thank you very much. And
Thank you, Eddie.
I mentioned in the video I'd extend the control wiring so I could operate it from the seat behind me. But then when I took it to bits, it was a little bit more complicated than I thought.
Okay.
And there was a mechanical interlock in there, which I couldn't replicate. So then I had to set about trying to find out exactly how it was wiring, reminding yourself how you can reverse the direction of single-phase motors, find the capacitor in the in there as well.
Is that big white thing?
Yeah, that's that big white thing.
In a minute, you'll have to explain how they work and how they obviously discharge their energy. We'll come back to that. So you're telling me now on the wall behind me, I've got the ability to send the tool from above up and down. Is that right?
We've put that in there. Yeah.
Well done. And it was easy, yeah? Didn't take any man hours. It was an easy task to do, was it?
No.
Did we have to buy any new bits for it?
We had to buy lots of new bits, yeah.
Did it take up a remarkable amount of your time when you started getting your head into it?
Figure out how does this work again, take me back to my past. I was like, wow, I haven't done that for a while. But sometimes you forget things from your past.
I think you did forget some things, because I think when a thing called a capacitor has, say, some charge in it, it actually holds the charge, much like a battery, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
But normally it's a little bit more powerful than a battery, because I think you can touch a battery and you probably don't feel it, do you?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell your story about the capacitor?
Yeah, well, obviously, I had to move well, here's the switch. Where's it? I've got it here. This was the offend now.
Right, well, I've got to bring hand cam in. I'm not good at this. Hang on. Is he little one? And it's little Joe in it. So let's bring little Joe in. So I'm going to take your screen back off. Give me a second. You keep talking to the audience.
Yeah. So I was just expecting a simple up-down push button, which you've got. You can see
that's what
up,
you got.
can
Simple
see
up-down.
down. Yeah. But then when
was it wireless?
you take the back off, there's quite a bit going on there. There's a lot of, they're all sort of linked.
Okay, yeah.
There's a mechanical lock. You can't push the up and down button at the same time.
You could on ours though, couldn't you?
Yeah, so I had to figure that out. And then in the bottom here was the capacitor for the motor to change the direction of the motor.
Okay, yeah. And what's so good about a capacitor?
Well, they're great at storing energy.
They are.
And you forget this in your safe isolation procedure. to discharge the energy that's in the capacitor. But I did discharge the energy.
You did. And what did you decide to discharge that energy through?
Through myself.
Sorry?
Yeah, through myself. It was a painful learning experience. I remember that now. And there was quite a bit of energy in that capacitor. So much so, once I had taken some, I discharged the remainder of it, and there was still a reasonably loud bang.
Yeah, and it wasn't funny at all, was it? And it wasn't painful, was it? It was nearly as painful as going to CrossFit. You've started going to CrossFit now, haven't you?
That's painful.
Yeah. And you're only again tomorrow, aren't you? Yeah. Well, we're looking at 66% of the crew up here in the north went to CrossFit, and 66% of the crew up here are struggling, I would suggest.
But it's good fun.
Any celebrations going through? Do you want to have a quick look?
Celebrations, what we've got on here. Eddie's in from Pegasus, so just before we went, Eddie, thanks for buying that winch. Fantastic, half a day went by trying to figure out how it worked to extend it, and I nearly electrocuted. Well, I did electrocute myself.
It was funny.
Any
celebrations in it before we move on?
End of the week. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah,
celebrate when one of the this is Crumpers, when one of the children listen.
Oh wow! Don't celebrate very often. That's a yearly event.
Yeah. Oh, Richard Gaunt, congratulations! Welcomed a little baby boy to the world. We knew last time I was down here. Yeah. That was imminent.
Yeah. Okay. Congratulations.
That's brilliant. So that's great for Richard.
Have you fitted them speakers?
Yeah.
Any other celebrations, or are we moving on?
We've got capacitors are fun. Yeah, they are fun. Yeah. Blown a few up the past end of the week.
Don't forget, if you want to play along Gary's Swap Shop, you just need to put the word side cutters and like our video, and then send us something in if you're one of the two people chosen at the very end that you've cut with those side cutters that you own.
Yeah, okay. And it was Billy Torrey's birthday on Monday. Feel free to celebrate. Well,
I'll
Billy wins the lottery every week, doesn't he?
I'll celebrate anything I will. By the way, it's the first alcoholic beverage I've had this week, so I've been doing rather well. Now, above my head, which will need some encouragement, is the next segment, isn't it?
It is.
And now we can encourage it down. And please join in at home as I use tools, as I need to try and encourage what will be the part of the tool wall, which you can see has been freshened up here behind us, and we'll get a closer look on the hand cam in a minute. I'm going to, with your help, try and get down the tool from above. Tool.
Oh, no, can we get with seat?
Tool. CrossFit. Tool. 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 Here we go. I love it. I've got some tools from across the pond. These look like these might be American tools. Side cutters. Remember, that's the key word for Gary's Swap Shop. Let's just pop that back there. It also looks like the, what's that? The jungle thing. Ant and Deck.
Yeah.
I'm an electrician, get me out of here. Yeah, come and save me if you can.
Quality tool bag, that.
Okay, I'm just going to bring in the camera over there because I turned it off. That's Stephen. Let's turn Joe off. Okay, let's turn Joe back on actually. Right, you ready? So you can still talk.
I'm waiting for you.
Okay, you're over now. You're on. I'm not.
Yeah, we're on the camera over here. Now, one thing we are going to be looking at soon is the Bosch Go, which obviously electric screwdrivers divide the team down the middle here in terms of. We're not giving a hint as to how the review went, but be interested to know. We've got the tool wall behind us. No, we haven't had it for a while, but basically if something is really good, it goes to 11 and goes in this corner up here. So we're up there at a minute, we've got, where's it gone? Where was it gone?
What's that? Goes to 11? Brekkie strip?
Yeah, we've got Brekkie strip.
Where's Brekkie strip?
No, we haven't put it,
it's here. You've just told them where that's going. Let's do it. Hang on then, spring hand coming.
Yeah, we like the Brekkie strip, and especially after last week's performance. So Brekkie strip goes to 11. You should have one in your toolbox.
Absolutely, totally agree.
Yeah, we've got some others. We like the cobalt bolt cutters.
Just remind me what the bolt croppers can cut.
They'll cut piano
wire. Piano wire.
We've
got the ferrule crimping tool that you love.
Yeah.
The RJ45 crimping tool, which was my tool of the year.
Yeah.
And then this middle section here is obviously great, but it all the way goes down to.
It goes down to gimmick down the bottom.
So mega gimmick would be down here. So I'm still walking.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's the Makita coffee machine. So that's the scale.
Oh, I feel like I've been a CrossFit. So we go from gimmick, great, to 11.
Yeah.
And what are you doing with that one?
What?
Oh, that's not an 11. That is not.
Of course it is. You love it.
No, it isn't.
Well, but with that in mind, we've got the Bosch Go.
Okay.
Which I've got one in the box. Now, people said, don't buy the Weeha Speedy, buy the Bosch Go.
Okay, did I?
So
is that what I said?
We did.
Yeah.
And we've got a review coming out of it. But if people want to chip in now with what they think, is it great? Is it a gimmick? Give it scores out of 11, and we'll decide where it goes.
So we need 2 words, don't we? We need either great or gimmick. Is that right?
Great or gimmick.
And then you've got to score it between 0 and 11. So if you think it's an absolute coffee machine, it would be gimmick and 0. If you think it's as good as the Brekkie strip my daughter used with just one hand in order to strip the cables off, that's an 11, and that would be great and 11. So we're trying to go between gimmick and 11.
Yeah.
11 being great. So you've got to give us 2 things there and see if we can, in the next minute or 2, position on the tool wall the Bosch Go. Is it Go 2 Pro?
The Go 2 Pro, yeah.
It's not the Bosch Smoky Go 2, is it?
Well, wait for the review. We're not going to prejudice what we think until that review's out.
The good thing about the review is we didn't just review that on its own. We had a alternative from a well-known online retailer.
They do free delivery.
Is it next day?
It is.
It's next day.
Most of the time. And,
okay.
So we've got. It's a good. We had a lot of fun doing it. So we've got some 7s, gimmick, 0s. There we go. Richard Brooks straight in there with a 0. I love Richard. He's bang on the money. And we've got I've got mid-range at the minute. So let's see how that develops. But while that's going on, I see you troughing your way through that. That muff. It tastes better than its Joe's, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's one of your 5 a day. It's cherry.
Yeah. So a lot of gimmick. Oh, it's the dividing the ones we've got. Great. They're all coming in. So while that's going on, we've got some American tools.
We have. So where did we get this American tool from?
We got the first one. This one was from a well-known warehouse club in the UK.
I think you got it from Costco.
A membership. Yeah, that's him.
Costco.
Yeah.
Okay, so Costco's like the Target of the UK, is it, or the Walmart?
They're all over the world. No, membership club. And the strange in there, they sell a random stuff. I mean, it's I once came out with a canoe, went in for toilet roll and came out with a canoe, but. It happens,
Apparently it does, yeah. I'm not a member of it, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I take it the rest of eFIXX are members, I'm not, yeah? It's like an establishment, like a golf club. I'm in Blackpool. Can I go in there?
Yeah.
What would I get in, like, as what? As a crayon?
Yeah, yeah.
Shall we have a closer look at it?
Yeah, so where's the other one? Did he bring it? Came in a pack of 2, actually.
Yeah, comes in a pack of 2, so.
Yeah, so this is the bionic wrench.
The bionic wrench.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a bionic arm at the minute, and this is a bionic wrench.
Bionic wrench. So.
Okay. Let's see you squeeze your nut.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I like that.
There you go.
That's good.
That's what this doesn't work on those ones. We'll work on. See, but that's doesn't go that small. So then you need the other one. That
the other one comes in the pack. Sorry, I've blurred out on you there. Oh yeah. Okay. So this side here is metric, yeah?
Yeah, that's metric. If you flip it over,
Ah, you told me this in the dry run, so that's
can do
imperial.
imperial, yeah.
Okay, brilliant.
and it's dual-handed, right-handed.
Okay.
Flip it over left-handed.
Wow. So that side's metric. Turn it over.
Yeah,
Imperial.
yeah,
That's right-handed.
yeah. Flip it over left-handed.
Oh, wow. That's super clever, isn't it?
Amazing,
That is
isn't it?
super clever. And
So-
thought of that. So good selling point there. So it doesn't matter whether you've got a metric or imperial nut, it'll do it.
Yeah, and that's that's American tools. You know, they're just they're ahead of the game. I mean, okay, they look a little bit agricultural.
They do. A lot of things in them, their AFDDs
Yeah.
do. You love saying that, don't you?
Yeah.
AFDDs look a little agricultural. So we're going to vote for that one as well.
Yeah, you
So
can have that. What do you think of the
it's
bionic wrench?
Gimmick to great, 0 to 11. We need both, and because it's a moving scale, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah?
it's
Okay.
a move game. So we've got the bionic wrench.
Like a bionic wrench. Remember, it does imperial, does metric, does left and right-handed. Love it. So that's got to be
two in a pack. And
Two in a
it's,
pack.
yeah, and we'll send them out if someone wants. We can try them. And then we've also got. Where did we get this one from, Gary?
We got this from our good friends down at Panelcom.
Yeah.
You worked with him all day long,
Yeah.
and you remember his name was Leon.
Leon,
Oh,
yeah.
I got that. Yeah, so I got that.
Yeah. You insulted him all day.
Why?
Well, he said he didn't smile.
I didn't say that at all. He called you the wrong name all the time, didn't he, Greg?
He did, Chris.
Yeah. So Greg got given these when we were down at Panelcom. Check out that video. I think there's another one in that series coming, isn't there?
There is, yeah.
We've got one on
the
19-inch
panels.
racks.
Yeah.
Be careful.
And this one, yeah. So this is the General 69 that he swears by.
Okay,
Oh,
so bring
wire stripper.
Let's bring hand cam back in.
Now, you may notice the American tools, they're all made out of sheet steel by the look of it.
Okay,
So
yeah.
there's 4 layers of sheet steel, here's 2.
Okay, brilliant. Love it. Is this the left or right-handed version?
Yeah, I'd have to check on that.
Okay, all right, okay, no worries.
Yeah, wire stripper. Now, I think I probably started one of these. I think
Yes.
everyone had one of these back
School.
in the day.
At
didn't
school, we had them in a soldering
Yeah,
iron. They were the
yeah.
only 2 tools I ever saw.
Yeah.
I didn't realise what it was.
they? Uncle Dennis, he was an electrician in the Navy. Yeah, he used to turn up to work with a pair of something like that and a screwdriver. So,
Okay, Uncle Dennis. Love it.
yeah, there you go. That's it. That's about all I do. So
So
they uses them for cutting. You can cut.
wow, they cut as
You
well.
can even cut down the middle. He was doing
And
it
slowly.
Yeah.
Best I can. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So we're voting for those as well.
Yeah. Do we like American tools? This basic, yeah, it's like a stripped bed. It's everything it needs. You know, it doesn't have any insulation on there.
No, so you can use it to work in live.
Yeah. I mean, if you're using them on a capacitor or something,
Perhaps they're brilliant with walnuts. I've got a walnut here. Absolutely.
your
Walnuts. Yeah, I did a little video with a walnut. The Americans love me. I don't think I'll ever be able to land in America. They'll know I'm coming. So they work with walnuts, do they?
Yeah.
Okay, love it. So we've got to vote. Is it a gimmick?
What do we think of the General 69?
0 to 11.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got any votes in? Can we do a vote now?
Where do you think we're sitting on the Bosch?
What's that say? Slow. Oh, show. Okay, I understand that. What's that mean? Oh, has it got? Oh, we're trying to work stuff out as we go along. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't make a great live.
So
stream.
let's have a think. Where we're on the Bosch go? Ooh, let's see. Where do you reckon we're on the Bosch go, Joe?
Where are we on the Bosch? Joe.
Yeah.
Go. Gimmick. But what number on the gimmick?
Is the most said of the average?
Oh, give us an average. Joe.
Average.
Average is about 5.
5. Gimmick 5.
Middle of the board, middle pegging.
Oh, what about here on the gimmick?
Yeah. So we'll see whether that changes when that review comes out.
Believe Joe's cake.
Yeah. So what we've got here on the, I think people like the steel. Let's have
So
a
we're
look.
on to the American
The
wrench.
bionic wrench.
Bionic wrench. We got a score?
The 100-volt crew.
100-volt crew.
Looks like a
What are you doing
pound
now?
shop special. So I think.
If only they worked on glands, don't it? You look at it, you think, oh, that'll work brilliant on the steel where I'm a gland. Except you'd have to run it all the way along the cable, tighten it, or run it all the way back because it doesn't open up.
Send them back to America. Oh, I'll use my Generals for all my audio cables. Great.
Ooh.
But for a Sparky gimmick. So
Sparky gimmick. So where are we going with the wrench? Yes.
3 votes for grade, 1 vote for gimmick.
So we're in the middle then, are we?
down the bottom. I think we're heading down there, Gary. Yeah, I think
So,
we're safe
so
there for
it's
now.
not an absolute. It's a gimmick, but it's in the region of being.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's this one?
I'll put that right in the middle of the board until we.
Till we get
find-
a conclusion.
look
Yeah.
at it. Yeah.
Okay.
So just want to waft the hand cam over where we're going, Gary. So
Yeah.
we'll
We'll
get
take-
people to join in.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're
So just
putting the, we're
do the
putting
scores again for me so I know where I am. So down here is gimmick. So
Yeah.
all along the bottom's gimmick.
Yeah.
But it can be a gimmick that you use. Is that the way it works?
Well, I don't know, gimmick. Would you put one in your toolbox? If they're up here, you should have them, shouldn't you? Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
If they're down here,
I definitely wouldn't have a barnet wrench, and I definitely wouldn't have a coffee machine personally.
Yeah.
I've got some reservations about that lift up from Weha.
Yeah.
Okay, hammer's okay. I don't know how you can suggest it's electrician's hammer, but somebody will tell me. Okay, and then as further up we go, the better it is, yes?
Yes.
Love it, okay?
Yeah.
We've made that complicated, haven't we, folks? So
Yeah,
we've made a really easy system that we used to have more complicated now, and Gaz is not going to understand it at all when we do it. Well, talking of things that are complicated,
Yep.
yeah?
Go ahead, just see you shuffling stuff around.
No, I haven't touched it.
Yeah.
I haven't touched anything. I haven't.
You got to watch them.
Yeah, okay, so talking of things that are technical, like the scoring system now we've developed on the tool wall behind us, okay, it means that we're going to have to go over, aren't we, to Regulation Corner, where Joe is going to wax lyrical. Now, we've had a few little minor issues now, so bear with it. The sound isn't as perfect in the next section as it can be, but poor old Joe's been pulling out what's left of his hair, trying to sort it out today, so you can imagine how much he hasn't got left now. So I'm going to bring it in, and we're going off to Regulation Corner.
Hello, I didn't see you there. Welcome to Regulation Corner. Take a seat, get comfortable, maybe pour yourself a drink. Lovely. You know, I've just been sitting here with my USB socket outlet from British General, and it's got me mulling something over. Now, I think you know by now that there's not many greater proponents of BS7671 than myself. It brings an ethereal poetry and an intrinsic beauty that lifts what might be weighty technical prose from the mundane to the sublime. But even I need a little breather from time to time. I wouldn't want to be accused of being boring and predictable. So tonight, we're looking away from BS7671 and we're turning instead to Guidance Note 8.1/29 from the NHBC. Let's see what it says. The following installation guidance applies to flush-mounted accessories, including switches, sockets, flex outlet plates, television, data and telephone points, etc. in plasterboard partitions which enclose protected entrance halls / protected stairways within private parts of dwellings. Where possible, back-to-back accessories, i.e. accessories located within the same cavity between two timber or metal studs, should be avoided. Where accessories are back-to-back, possibly at different heights but within the same cavity, the accessory on the side at risk of fire, the room side of the partition, should be fire protected. Fire protection is not required to an accessory which does not share a cavity with another accessory. An accessory larger than a double socket installed on the side at risk of fire should be fire protected regardless of whether it shares a cavity with other accessories. This should also apply to consumer units and to individual accessories located within 150 millimeters of each other within the same cavity. Well, it doesn't rise to the dizzying literary heights of the wiring regulations, but it has a certain rugged, plebeian, earthy charm. Kind of precocious, you could say. I don't know, perhaps the best metaphor would be to say that the NHBC guidance note is to BS7671 as John Grisham is to Shakespeare. It's fair to say they're doing their best, and I'm sure they'll get there. But I'm not going to keep you any longer. Thanks for stopping by, and the next time you're passing, drop in, say hello. You know there's always a place for you here at Regulation Corner. Good night.
As always, an absolute pleasure to hear from Joe, and I'd like to thank you again for that lovely cake, the Bakewell cherry that obviously was sent to you that I've enjoyed this evening. So thank you very much for that, Joe. Just to remind you, we're playing the following.